Hello everyone, I'm Fiona, the travelling minstrel at the moment. I am in Ubud, which is in the centre of Bali. It's a spiritual centre. It's a very special place. I believe you're having a bit of a heat wave in Melbourne and Sydney, whatever, but I've got pretty similar temperatures here, but it's kind of damp. It's rainy season, but it's hot. Anyway, we're going to do this. So please be on your chair. Yes, the sounds you are hearing, that's all you hear here really, is motorbikes in the distance, sound of dogs and roosters. So let's start with our feet on the floor. And I'd like you to take your lower back, and if you roll forward into a curve, can you feel how this position would make you feel kind of sluggish and tired after a while, because you're sitting on your digestive system, you're sitting on your breathing. Now, as you roll to upright, the flat of your back pointed straight down, tailbone pointed straight down, you feel your belly switches on. This is what supports you. From this position, what I'd like you to do is to maintain that. Take your hands into monkey grip. Be pulling sideways as you take your arms all the way around. Breathing in and breathing out. So you keep on pulling apart, but the intention is not to feel pain. You might feel a bit uncomfortable as you begin, but hopefully that discomfort is moving closer to comfort as you're releasing, stretching, feeling into your body. Next time you're up the top, take your left elbow back, opening up through that underarm and pulling over to the side. Let your head turn up, chin towards that underarm, and there'll be a bit less strain on your neck. Up and over again. So going to the right, looking to the left. Breath in and breath out. Keep pulling apart, breath in and breath out. Now don't overdo it. The resistance of pulling apart only needs to be enough. It doesn't have to be a full-on workout unless that's what feels great to you today. And again. And one more time. Good, up we come. And let's reverse the direction as we pull sideways. Breathing in and out through the nose. And over to the other side, take your right elbow back to open up through the liver meridian, the underarm, and draw over and up. Still pulling back through your hands. Now if you take your chin up towards your right underarm, your neck will feel more supported, less vulnerable. One more. Good, back we go, round we go. Take your arms down and feel. The sense of work drops away. Feel the energy of your body moving. What's going on? Let's go to your right leg, hand around the knee, draw it in. So now the weight of the knee wants to go down and the arms want to pull in. That's the resistance. Breath in and breath out. So I'm letting my knee constantly be heavy against my arms that are pulling in. So basically, I've turned this into weight-bearing exercise. Now I'm going to use those arms, those hands, see if I can circle the ball of the thigh bone into the socket of my pelvis. Good, round you go the other way. Make sure you keep slow Easy breathing. Good. And now pull it in as much as you can, which might not be as much as me, but draw yourself towards it and away. So now I'm arching through my spine, dropping my shoulders down the back, and then I'm curving away. Now, hitting the back of the chair, just move yourself forward so you've got space. Good, let go. Notice how that feels. Hello, dogs. Okay, let's go to the other side now. So hands around the knee, drawing it in, and my arms are pulling in this leg that is moving out, so there's resistance between the two again. Good, and now using your arms to help circle that ball and soft. Changing direction. Good, and now drawing in and using that to pull yourself upright as you lift the chest, pulling down through the elbows, pulling up at the front and down at the back, and curve and do it again. Good, let that go. Feeling into your body now. Observe the effect. Feel the cool breeze. Imagine it if you can't feel it. Take your hands into prayer, pushing into the heels of the hands, the whole of the palm, the whole of the fingers. Push quite strongly as you take your elbows together. Push quite strongly as you take them apart. One more time. Good. Comes all the way up. Feel your way down. Let it go. Notice how you feel. Let's take our arms out. We'll call this cactus. So into this position. And we're going to inhale to the left. And our eyes are going to go as far around the corner as we can. And exhale to the right with our arms going further, our eyes going further around. Now, if this is too fast, go slower. If it feels gradually better and better, and you've got some freedom going on, you might quicken your pace. Take your arms down. Feel changes in blood flow, the changes in you. What's going on right there where you are? Take your hands behind to the back of the chair or the floor behind you and use that to arch your chest forward So I'm pulling from my hands, dropping the shoulders down the back. Now from here, I can take my head back if that's not too confronting and is available to me. If my neck feels vulnerable, I'll just open up through the chest more and more and keep my head looking straight out. If I'm going to drop my head back, I'm just going to leave it there for a little bit. 3 breaths. And then as I come out, I'm going to curve from the base of my spine so my head drops forward. And then allow myself to stack up again. Notice how that feels. Let us take our feet together, squeezing our knees together. So I want this constant feeling of the knees pressing in as I'm pushing away. I'm move back a little bit so you can see better. My toes are on the floor and my heels are pressing together in the air. If you look down at your arms and your hands, it's all working. But you want your shoulders dropped, not around your ears. Good. Now let's change that. Feet, heels, knees in the same position, hands on the outside, pressing in. So activating from the other side. Good. Let that go. Allow yourself to come back to upright. Notice how that feels. Let's have our feet on the floor, our hands on the base. What we're going to practice is just the strength to get up without getting up. So I push myself forward onto my feet, use my feet to lift, come down and back. So gradually, just weight bearing on my legs. Now, if that's too much, you just go forward, feel into your feet, be pushing the floor away. But if you've got that extra bit of strength, come towards straight. Doesn't matter whether you get straight or not. Use the breath. Inhale. It's going to make you lighter. Exhale. It's going to take you down. One more time. Good. Allow the body to pop back. Think of a cork under the water and you let go and it comes upright. We'll notice how your upright changes as we consciously release through different parts of the body. Hands under the chair. Take the right arm over. Reach a straight line all the way to the fingertips. Take that arm up and down, reaching longer. So I'm stretching from the left arm through the left side of the neck, reaching away through my arms. Let my gaze go with it, and then over, bending the elbow and back. So reaching from the sit bones all the way through the sides. And again. One more. Stop and assess. Let's do that on the other side. So now I'm up and I'm going to reach. Yes, extending from my right arm through my body to my left fingertips. And again, just getting a deep stretch. And now that arm's going to come over and back. So my right elbow will bend a little bit. I'm pulling on that hand to support opening up through my left side. It's all about creating space. Okay, let's go into our neck here. Behind the ears, down to the collarbone, you can find this muscle, tendon muscle, right through here. And within that is the vagus nerve. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to grab it one side and then the other. If this is the first time you've done this, it might be very painful. That is because you're holding tension here. And that in turn is showing you how much stress you're holding through the body. As we massage into it, which is a little easier in hot weather, so everything is softer, that discomfort should start to improve. So don't overdo it. One side and then the other, and slowly. So as I pull on my left side, I'm reaching my ear to the right and vice versa. A little bit of oil on my skin makes it easier, so I don't feel like I'm hurting my flesh. Good. And then take it all the way down to the collarbones from behind the ear down, so squeezing and letting go. So this is releasing the vagus nerve, but it's also moving the lymphatic system. And our lymphatic system is responsible for trying to detox the body. Yes, we can do it through movement, but we really need to drink enough water as well. And to assimilate that, we need good quality salt. So look at the research on Celtic salt with 84 minerals and water. And first thing in the morning before you do anything else. From here, I'm going to do a bit more lymph stuff. Take peace sign fingers. Peace sign fingers, cross your hands over and massage backwards and forwards on the underneath and on top of the collarbones. So you feel. Now we're going to do the peace sign fingers on the back and the front of the ears. Again, when you work into these places, if they're incredibly uncomfortable, that's really about holding a lot of tension. And the more we work into them mindfully, with kindness and awareness, the more comfortable it gets. The point that it doesn't hurt, you're going to be getting the most benefit, I think. Well, you'll be able to feel the energy move. Right now, hopefully you're feeling the discomfort toned down. Let's take our fingers to our eyebrows. So I'm grabbing my eyebrow and pulling out from the center. There's a lot of noisy dogs out there. It's actually really interesting being in a culture where all of the dogs are not spayed. Very different energy. Letting it go. And now with your fingertips between your eyebrows, press, move up a little, press, move up a little, press, move up a little. Keep moving up to the hairline, pressing up and beyond. And we work like this all the way to the tops of our heads. Let's do that one more time. Between the eyebrows, press, pull up, press, pull up, press, pull up. And noticing heel of the right hand to the right temple with your fingers going across the forehead. Heel of the left hand to the left temple with the fingers pointed back. Push into the hands, turn those fingers upwards, pull up and take your fingers as close together as you can, pulling up. From here, maintaining that stretch as you take the head down on an inhale and breathe out on an exhale. First through the nose, then through the mouth. Side to side, first through the nose, then through the mouth. Let it go. Notice how you feel. Let's just do some final releasing around the mouth. Okay, so I want you to grab your lips. Now, I have to talk and then do it because I can't do both at the same time. So you're going to grab your lips and then you're going to feel the tension, the muscular tension in these places. And as you Continue to move until you stop. You can feel it release. That's it. When you're sweating a lot, it's hard to grab. And then also below the cheekbones, take your muscles and work in right from the nose, under the cheekbones to the ears. Good. And then finally, we're just going to take our fingertips either side of the nose inwards, releasing any holding there. And then take your hands up and gently just on the bridge of the eye. Removing lymph. We're also reducing the habits of holding that we have in our face, which we kind of think is the aging process, but it's really got more to the bit more to do with dehydration and not releasing. So if you think about it this way, all the movements you do with your face, they're kind of like your gym workout, and some of them are frozen in place because you don't do the release, like my divorce frown. Do it long enough and it shows for a long time. But we just releasing everything. Notice how you feel. Now let's just feel into our body now. Take yourself back, give yourself something to lean against, pushing down into the feet. So feel yourself ground. Let your tailbone point straight down. Feel your belly expand with breath. So pop it out, pause there. And then as you pull the belly back in, imagine that you are moving that air all the way up even to the collarbones. Pause there. It's very full. As you release, let the air come from the top and all the way down. So let's try that. Breath in. Feel the belly. Pull the belly back to move that air all the way up to the collarbones. Hold it. And then release from the top. And again, breath in. Pull it back, taking it all the way up to the top. Pausing. And release from the top. Breath in. Pause. Hold. Breath out. Breath in. Pause. Hold. And breath out. Breath in. Pause. Hold. And breath out. Breath in. Pause. Hold. And breath. See if you can continue the breathing and add to that the listening. Listening to the sounds around you. Sounds of birds. Traffic in the distance. Roosters perhaps. The sounds of life around you. So you're feeling your feet. You're aware of your energy body. You're following your breathing, noticing all the aspects of the breath in different parts of the body. Your focus is on your internal world, from where you experience your external world. It's one breath at a time. Keep feeling the feeling, observing the breathing. Drop down into peace. Memorize the feeling tone of spaciousness in your body and relaxation. Memorize it in such a way that you can come back to this way of being a little easier next time. Perhaps allow yourself to drop even